Let's start the process of kneading the dough for pizza. I have here 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour or maida. I have 1/4 cup of wheat flour or atta, 3 teaspoons of curd, or you can use yogurt, and 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1/2 teaspoon of carom seed, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper powder. On the other hand, I have 1 teaspoon of sugar, pinch of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. So we're going to also use 1/2 cup of milk to make the dough, and to this I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoon of oil. Let's mix it. You can use your hand or you can use a spatula to mix this. To this we are going to add the sugar and baking soda mixture. You can make this recipe just by using all-purpose flour without adding wheat. Let's mix it evenly. I have kneaded the dough and I have the dough ready here. Just for your knowledge, I haven't used the entire milk. I just used 3 tablespoons from this milk. The rest of the milk we're going to use it for our pizza white sauce. The reason why I didn't use too much of milk was because my yogurt was a little watery, so I didn't need that much milk. So I would start with just 2 to 3 teaspoons of milk to start the dough. Just see how thick or thin your dough becomes. It should not be very thin, it should not be very thick. Look at the consistency. So I'm going to let it rest for 2 minutes first. I will put a wet cloth over this or a wet kitchen towel over this. I'm going to rest it for 2 minutes first, and then I'm going to knead it once again, and then we're going to keep it for 2 hours. Let's knead it again. So I'm going to put the wet paper back. I'm going to keep it to rise for 2 hours. Let's see our pizza dough without the yeast. Let's knead it a little bit. So I'm going to just press and knead it. This will have a thinner crust. In the next video you'll be able to see pizza with yeast. And now we're going to roll it out and then put it on the pizza plate. I have little wax paper here. You can use parchment paper. I'm going to add in little olive oil. Just spread it evenly. We're going to put our dough here and roll it out. So we're just going to roll it out. So this will be more like a thin crust. To this we are going to add our white sauce, which we made. We have our white sauce. It has thickened up. So we're going to warm little milk and add to this. That's almost 3 tablespoons of milk. Just dilute it. You can also use store-bought sauce, white sauce or marinara sauce for your pizza. Okay, that's ready. Okay. Right here I have my pizza plate ready with my dough on it. I have here some vegetables that I'm going to use today. I have zucchini, peppers of different kind, and I also have some apples. This might be new for like some people, so I like some apples on my pizza to give it a sweet and tangy taste, so it will also crisp up. So I have that. I have some salted vegetables here. I have some taro root cut into small pieces. I have violet yam cut into small pieces, onions, tomatoes. I have here some garlic sliced into small pieces, some fresh oregano from my garden, and some spring onions. So let's fill our pizza dough with all this vegetable. So first let's take our white sauce. Just make some here. Spread it generously. To this we're going to add some pesto sauce. I have this pesto store-bought pesto sauce. I'm going to add those. Let's spread that evenly too. So we have spread that pesto sauce. Now we're going to add in our vegetable. Have added all the vegetable. Now we're going to add some crushed pepper. Okay. To this we're going to sprinkle some salt. Some dried oregano. I've already used the fresh ones. So I'm going to sprinkle some dried oregano, some dried basil leaf, dry pepper. So this is some crushed pepper. To this we are going to add another layer of our white sauce. It has already thickened up, so I added a little more water. Let's add some more. Just drizzle some more. Also some pesto sauce. We're all set. We're going to bake this in our cooking oven for 450 degrees for 10 minutes. Keep an eye on it, because every cooking oven has got different kind of temperature, so just make sure that it doesn't get burned because it's a very thin crust.